Guys, so for this project we are going to need a 4mm hook, a tape measure, scissors and cotton Aran yarn. You're going to need I think you're going to need less than 10 grams for this, and I'm using Yarn and Colours Epic as always in the colour Ice Blue, I believe. And if you're doing here it is here. So if you're doing the metal clasp version, you're going to need 2 sets of pliers as well as 12mm lobster clasps just here, and you're going to need I think 5 jump rings and they are 6mm. And so here's the first option. This is the non-metal clasp version, so it's just an adjustable strap. You can put it over your head, you can take it off, tighten it, whatever you want to do for this one. And then for the second option we have the metal clasp version with the lobster clasp and the jump rings there. So whatever you want to do, that is absolutely fine. So but either works. I wear both of them. I have lots of versions of this at home and they both are pretty similar, so whatever you want to do. So as we begin, we're going to measure 6 inches on our tape measure, and we're going to lay our yarn right beside it to measure 6 inches. So we are just going to clasp the yarn at the beginning of the tape measure, so we have 6 inches hanging off the side. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to slip knot where we are holding the yarn, so we have 6 inches hanging off the side of our slip knot basically. So here's me just doing the slip knot, and I'm going to give you another visual of that because I do realise that was very quick. So there's our slip knot. So we're going to wrap the yarn around our fingers and then make an X, and then we are going to push that top yarn underneath that other piece of yarn to create a U shape, just like that, and then we're going to remove our fingers and then we're going to just pull it up and tighten it like that. And now you're going to have a bit more, I think, than 6 inches hanging off the side, but the more the merrier. My god, the more the merrier, because handier to have more, but we're going to need at the very least 6 inches hanging off the side. Okay, so here is our excess that we need, and now we are just going to start with 2 chains. So if you know how to do them, go right ahead, but I'm going to walk you through chaining. So you face your hook downwards, and then you loop it up anti-clockwise towards the right, wrap the yarn around that hook, and then you pull it right through the hole like that. And so to do that again, you face your hook downwards, loop it up towards the right anti-clockwise, and then you pull it right through the hole. And so now we have 2 chains created there. So what we're going to do now is we are going to single crochet into the second chain from our hook. So that very first chain. So we're going to insert our hook into the top loop, and we're just going to pull up a loop. So wrap the yarn around your hook and pull up a loop there. So you have 2 loops on your hook, and now we're going to wrap the yarn around our hook one more time, and we are just going to pull it through those 2 loops on your hook, and that is our single crochet. So now what we're going to do is we're going to turn our single crochet over, and we're going to notice that V that has been created, and now we're going to look at that bar just right underneath that V, so that horizontal bar right underneath that V. So here's it from another angle. So you've got the V, and then there's a horizontal bar right underneath it, and so what we're going to do now is we are going to insert our hook into that horizontal bar basically. So stick your hook through that bar, and we're just going to single crochet here. So we are going to do the exact same thing. So we're going to yarn over and pull up a loop, 2 loops on your hook there, and now we're going to yarn over again and pull through 2. So now we're going to turn our work around again to look at the side, and now we're going to notice that there are 2 horizontal bars, one here and one there. So 2 horizontal bars. So what we're going to do from now on is we are going to insert our hook through the 2 horizontal bars like that. So there's the first one, and now we're going to go into the second one, the second horizontal bar, and now we're going to do a single crochet. So pull up a loop, 2 loops on our hook there, and now we're going to yarn over and pull through 2. And then that is our single crochet completed. So now we're going to turn our work again. So those 2 bars are facing us and we can see them again here. So we're going to insert our hook again into those 2 horizontal bars at the side of our work, and we're going to single crochet again. And we are just going to continue doing this until we get to 12 inches. And then that's going to be our necklace essentially. So I'm just going to keep showing you this because I know it can be super confusing to start off with it, because it took me ages to get the hang of it. And it can be quite tight as well. So don't be discouraged if you have to like proper hoosh those 2 horizontal bars onto your hook, because that's really normal. So keep going into those 2 loops there. Pull up a loop, yarn over and pull through 2, and yeah, so just keep going until you get to 12 inches, and then that is essentially our necklace. So yeah, 12 inches long, and so here is my completed 12 inches, and just to finish off I'm going to chain 1 and I'm going to lay it down on the table. And I am going to measure 6 inches just here. And I'm going to cut off the rest of it. And now I'm going to pull up that loop and I'm going to make our knot at the very top. And there we go. So that is essentially the necklace. And now the only hard part is making the kind of clasps. So firstly I'm going to show you how to do the adjustable yarn clasp. So we're going to lay our work like this in like a backwards capital D, and you're going to grab a different piece of yarn, preferably in the same colour, but I'm just using a different colour just for clarity's sake. So pull it underneath your 2 strands of yarn like so. And what you're going to want to do is bring the left piece of yarn over to the right side, then grab your right piece of yarn and pull it over that left piece of yarn, then grab the end and push it through, like underneath those 2 strands and through the hole like that. And just pull it tight, like so. And just pull it from both ends as well. And I'm going to show you this 5 more times, so do not worry if you didn't get it that time. So for the next one, so we are going to do it on the opposite side now. So we are going to grab the right piece of yarn and we're going to bring it over to the left side. We're going to grab the left yarn and place it over that right bit of yarn. And now we're going to hold the end and we're going to push it through and underneath those 2 strands of blue yarn and pull it through the hole just like that. And now we're going to pull on the both sides and straighten it out, straighten it and tighten, straighten it and tighten, like so. And so for the third one, we are going to do the left side again. So we are going to grab the left side, bring it over to the right side, grab the right side and pull it over that left one, hold the end, pull it underneath and pull it through the hole like that. And just tighten it, hold both sides and tighten it again. Like so. And we're going to do that a 4th time as well. So we're going to do the right side this time. So we are going to grab the right side and pull it over to the left side, grab the left piece of yarn and pull it over like that, grab the end and push it underneath the 2 blue pieces of yarn, push it right underneath and then out through the hole just like that. And we're going to pull it tight, and that is the 4th knot there, just there. And now for the next knot we are going to do the opposite side. So we are going to grab our right piece of yarn, bring it over to the left, grab the left piece and push it over the right, grab the end and push that end underneath those two blue bits of yarn and up and out through the hole. So grab onto it and pull it tight, like so. And now what we're going to do is we are just going to double knot, just a completely normal double knot, just to secure our knots like that. So just one knot there and just a normal second knot to secure it, just like that. And then what we're going to do is we're just going to trim off the ends like that. And normally this wouldn't be as noticeable if it was in the same colour, which it probably will be with yours. Oh, actually, sorry. You need to double knot the ends of those bits that are hanging out from the blue yarn. So double knot those two ends, just because when you loosen it, that those knots that we just created will come flying off if you don't double knot the ends of your necklace, basically. So just do 2 double knots on the ends of both blue bits, i.e. the ends of the necklace. So to tighten it, that's what it's going to look like. And then when you loosen it, that's what it's going to look like. And you see the way those knots are like stopping it from flying off? There you go. There you have it. So yeah, there is your adjustable strap if you want to do that one. And if so, then you're done. And try it on, do your thing. We love it. And so now we are going to do the metal claspy bits. So you're going to get your jump ring and put your yarn through the jump ring. So your working end is around the back. So you're putting it in from front to back, like so. And so pull it so like it's equal, so it's like the same, like that. And so you're going to make it into a 4, like so. And you're going to bring it up and around the back of the jump ring. So I'll show you here. So around the back, like this, and you're just going to hold on to that end. And so on the left, you can see there's going to be like a circle. I had this on slow motion. So there's a circle there. Grab that yarn that you were holding through that circle and pull it tight. Now, guys, I so understand this is so confusing because my fingers are unfortunately in the way. So I'm going to link a video in the description of someone who shows this a million times better than I just did here. I did try my best, but this is a tiny ring and I have very big hands. Okay, so once that is attached, just do a normal knot. Just a normal knot, like so, and pull it kind of to the end, like nearest to your necklace, like that, so it won't like get in the way or anything. So we have secured our thread to our hoop. We're going to cut off the excess just there. And so that is what it's going to look like. So if you could do this 2 times, one on either side. So attach a jump ring, like so. So here are the 2 together. That's what it's going to look like in the end. And what we're going to do is we are going to attach 2 more jump rings to one side. And we are going to attach a lobster clasp to the other side. Like so. So that's your visual. So 2 jump rings here. So on your jump ring, you're going to have this like little bit on it that you can kind of like move around. So you're going to grab your 2 pliers and open it like so. And you're going to place your jump ring onto your open clasp, and you're just going to shut it just like so. And I do this out of frame because I was I don't know why I did it out of frame. I apologize for doing that. But it is what it is. So you have your 2 jump rings attached like that. So a better visual to open it. So you kind of get the two sides and just push them like away from each other. So that's kind of how you open it, like that. And then slip your other jump ring onto your second jump ring. And now you're just going to close it over. So grab the two sides and bring them back towards each other, like so. Just like that. And then you have your 3 jump rings attached together, like that. And so this is the second, so this is the other end of the necklace, and we're just going to do the same thing again. So we're going to open up our jump ring, get it between the 2 pliers and just push them away from each other to open it. And we are just going to push our lobster clasp on, like so. And we're going to grab the 2 sides again, like that, and we're just going to shut them like that. Very simple. So here it is. That's genuinely it. That is all we have to do. So yeah, there you go. Here it is. It's done. Here's our necklace all finished. So I think I'm going to show you it on me now in 1 second. So there it is, shut, very nicely attached, never coming apart. We love it. And thank you so much again. And I will see you guys in the next one. Okay, bye.